This is the tale of the treasure map of talking turtles. Long ago in a faraway land, there lived a powerful wizard named Merlin. He was so powerful that he could understand the language of animals. One day, Merlin was strolling along the beach when he heard a group of kids arguing. "I found it first," shouted a boy with sandy blonde hair. "I know I did," retorted a girl with pigtails. "You found nothing," said another boy with a mischievous grin. And they all began to fight. Merlin waved his magic wand and said, "Be still, children." "Why are you fighting?" The kids stopped and turned to Merlin. "We were playing pirates," explained the blonde boy, "but we can't agree on where to bury the treasure." "Oh, I know where you should hide your treasure," said Merlin. "There's an island not far from here with a big lagoon in its center. It's covered with palm trees and white sand beaches. The island is shaped like a seahorse." "Wow, that sounds amazing," said one of the kids. "Can we go there now?" "Of course," replied Merlin. "But you'll have to get to the island on your own. Must be going now, but take this map with you. It will help guide you." He handed them a piece of parchment. On it was a drawing of the island with a red X marking the spot where the treasure was buried. But there was also something strange. Scrawled across the map were what looked like random squiggles. "What's this?" asked the blonde boy. "That's the map's key," said Merlin. "It tells you how to get to the island. To get to the island, you need to follow the turtle trails. Can you read it?" No," admitted the blonde boy. "Well, then listen closely," said Merlin. "When you reach the first fork in the path, ask the turtle on the right for directions. When you reach the second fork in the path, ask the turtle on the left for directions. At the third fork in the path, ask the turtle in the middle for directions. If you do that, the turtles will tell you where the island is and where you can find the treasure." "Thank you, Merlin," said one of the kids. "We won't forget it." They watched as Merlin disappeared into the forest. Then they set off down the path. Soon they came to a fork. Looking to the right, they saw a giant turtle with a shell as green as emeralds. "Excuse me," called the blonde boy. "Could you please tell us where we can find the Seahorse Island?" The turtle blinked slowly and said to the north, and it closed its eyes again. The kids thanked her and continued on their way. They walked for a long time until they came to another fork. On the right was a turtle with a shell as blue as sapphires. "Excuse me," said the girl with the pigtails. "Could you please tell us where we can find the Seahorse Island?" The turtle blinked slowly and said, "To the south." Then it closed its eyes again. Kids thanked her and continued on their way. They walked some more until they came to yet another fork. In the middle was a huge turtle with a shell as red as rubies. "Excuse me," said the mischievous boy. "Could you please tell us where we can find the Seahorse Island?" The turtle opened one eye and said, "Do I look like a tourist information desk? Get lost?" The kids were stunned. Hadn't Merlin said that the turtles would help them? "Please, Mr. Turtle," pleaded the blonde boy. "We really need your help." "Help yourself," snapped the turtle, "and leave me alone." The kids felt awful. Was the turtle just having a bad day, or didn't Merlin's magic work anymore? The kids were about to give up when the girl with the pigtails had a brainwave. She pulled out the map and studied it. Then she remembered Merlin's words, said to ask the turtle at the third fork in the path for directions. This was the third fork in the path, and this turtle was at the middle. So maybe it wouldn't work if they asked him for directions. What if they asked him about the map? So she walked up to the turtle and said, "Excuse me, Mr. Turtle, do you know what this means?" She pointed to the squiggles on the map. The turtle looked at the map and said, "Ah, yes, I know that. Those are turtle tracks. Each mark represents a different turtle." "And where do they lead?" asked the blonde boy. "They lead to my friends and me," said the turtle. "Why?" "Because," said the turtle, "we love swimming in the sea, and we always leave marks so we can find our way back home." "So does that mean," said the mischievous boy, "that if we follow these marks, we'll end up in the sea?" "Yes," said the turtle. "If you follow the sapphire marks, you'll end up in the lagoon on Seahorse Island. The treasure is buried near the tallest palm tree." "Thank you," said the blonde boy. "You're welcome," said the turtle. "Now, get out of here. I want to take a nap." The kids were over the moon. The turtle had just given them directions to the island. They followed the sapphire markings until they reached the sea. There in front of them was the most beautiful island they'd ever seen. It had tall palm trees and a white sandy beach, and in the center was a calm lagoon. Breathed the girl with the pigtails. "It's even more beautiful than Merlin described." "Let's go exploring," said the mischievous boy. They spent the whole day playing on the island. They built sand castles, splashed in the lagoon, and climbed palm trees. When the sun began to set, they went to the tallest palm tree and started digging. After a while, they unearthed a wooden chest. "I can't believe it," said the blond boy. "We actually found the treasure." They pried open the chest and gasped. Inside were piles of gold coins. "Wow," breathed the girl with the pigtails. "We're rich." They loaded up on coins and raced home. The next day they met Merlin in the forest. "Look, Merlin," shouted the blond boy. "We found the treasure." Merlin smiled. "I knew you could do it," he said. "Here," said the blond boy, handing Merlin a pile of coins. "You can have some." "Thank you," said Merlin. "But why don't you keep it?" "You kids deserve it more than I do, really," said the blond boy. "Are you sure?" "Of course," said Merlin. "Now go on, run along. You have a whole day of playing to catch up on." The kids thanked Merlin and ran off. As they were playing, they couldn't stop talking about how amazing the treasure map was. "It was so cool talking to those turtles," said the blond boy. "I know," agreed the girl with the pigtails. "Me too. I think I'll be friends with them." Suddenly, they heard a voice. "Friends with us." The kids turned around and gasped. Standing in front of them were 4 turtles. The first was as green as emeralds. "Hello," she said. "I'm Emerald." The second was as blue as sapphires. "Hi," he said. "I'm Sapphire." The third was as red as rubies. "Humph," she said. "I'm Ruby." The fourth was as brown as chocolate. "I'm Chocolate," he said with a smile. "Amen," said the blond boy. "Are you the same turtles we met on the island?" "The flesh," said Emerald. "So," said Sapphire, "are you going to come and see us again?" "Oh, yeah," said the blond boy. "Forgot. We have to give you back your markings. We made copies so we could find you again." "Oh, thank goodness," said Ruby. "I hate it when people steal our markings. It's so annoying." "Don't worry," said Chocolate. "They gave us back our markings and they're our friends, so everything's fine." "Well," said Emerald, "we should get going. Come say goodbye to the others." As the turtles ambled away, the kids waved until they disappeared into the bushes. Then they started to argue. "I found the treasure first," shouted the boy with the brown hair. "No, I did," retorted the girl with the pigtails. "You found nothing," said the blond boy. Soon they were all fighting again.